This episode is brought to you by Glorify, the #1 Christian daily devotional app. Everything around us changes. God doesn't. That's why I love Glorify's 21-day challenge. It helps me build a simple habit of meeting with God every day. No pressure, just consistency. With Glorify, you can start your morning by reading the Bible passage of the day, diving into Glorify's daily devotional, and wrapping up with an immersive experience called Daily Walk with God. And if you need to take a few minutes to yourself in the middle of a busy day, try one of Glorify's guided meditations, or listen to their curated worship playlists for some quiet reflection. To end the day, enjoy Glorify's sleep meditations to help you wind down and put your mind and heart at ease. Whether you're a committed Christian or simply curious about faith, Glorify has something for you. Join over 20 million people who have downloaded the Glorify app and deepened their relationship with God. Listeners to the show can get full access to Glorify for just $29.99 for the entire year. That's Glorify's lowest price ever when you download the Glorify app now at glorify-app.com/redcircle. Feel closer to God this year with Glorify. Get full access all year for just $29.99 at glorify-app.com/redcircle. That's glorify-app.com/redcircle.
Have you ever felt like your life was stuck on repeat? Like you were trapped in a never-ending cycle of struggle and hardship? You're not alone. Many of us have been there, feeling like we're just going through the motions, searching for a way out of the darkness that seems to surround us. But what if I told you that there's hope? What if I told you that God is capable of changing your story, of transforming your life in ways you never thought possible? For many of us, our stories are marked by pain, by heartache, by the weight of our own mistakes. We've been hurt, we've been betrayed, and we've been betrayed, and we've been broken. But God doesn't just see our brokenness, He sees our potential. He sees the beauty that can be created from the ashes of our past, the strength that can be forged in the fire of our struggles. And He is calling us to come to Him, to surrender our stories to Him, and to let Him write a new chapter in our lives. When we surrender our stories to God, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We begin to see that our struggles are not a curse, but a blessing in disguise. They are an opportunity for us to grow, to learn, and to become the people God created us to be. And as we walk with God, we start to notice changes in our lives. We start to feel a sense of peace, a sense of purpose, and a sense of direction that we never thought possible. But God's transformation doesn't stop there. As we continue to walk with Him, we start to see our relationships change. We start to see our own hearts change as we learn to forgive, to love, and to let go of the things that once held us back. And we start to see our world change as we become the light and the hope that God intended us to be. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling lost, or if you're feeling like your story is stuck on repeat, I want you to know that God is calling you to come to Him. He is calling you to surrender your story to Him and to let Him write a new chapter in your life. And as you do, you'll start to see your life change in ways you never thought possible. You'll start to feel a sense of peace, a sense of purpose, and a sense of direction that you never thought you'd find. And you'll start to see your story transformed as God takes the broken pieces of your life and weaves them into a beautiful tapestry of hope and redemption. Have you ever felt stuck in life, like you're going in circles and nothing seems to change? It's easy to feel like you're alone in the struggle, but I'm here to tell you that God can change your story. He is the ultimate author of our lives. And when we surrender to Him, amazing things can happen. I know firsthand the power of God to transform lives. I was at a low point in my life, feeling lost and hopeless. But when I turned to God and invited Him into my heart, everything changed. Suddenly, opportunities started appearing, relationships improved, and my outlook on life became more positive. God has a plan for each and every one of us, a plan for good and not for harm. When we trust in Him and follow His guidance, we can see our lives transformed in ways we never thought possible. It's not always easy, and there may be struggles along the way, but with God by our side, we can overcome anything. I encourage you to take a step of faith and invite God into your story. You may be surprised at the difference it can make. Don't give up hope, because God is working behind the scenes to bring about a beautiful ending to your story. Trust in Him and watch as He changes your life in ways you never thought possible. God's love knows no bounds, and His power is limitless. When we open our hearts to Him, we allow Him to work miracles in our lives. He can take our broken pieces and turn them into something beautiful. No matter how dark your past may be, God can shine His light and bring healing into your life. It's never too late to turn to God and let Him change your story. He is always waiting with open arms, ready to embrace you and guide you towards a better future.
This episode is brought to you by Glorify, the #1 Christian daily devotional app. Everything around us changes. God doesn't. That's why I love Glorify's 21-day challenge. It helps me build a simple habit of meeting with God every day. No pressure, just consistency. With Glorify, you can start your morning by reading the Bible passage of the day, diving into Glorify's daily devotional, and wrapping up with an immersive experience called Daily Walk with God. And if you need to take a few minutes to yourself in the middle of a busy day, try one of Glorify's guided meditations, or listen to their curated worship playlists for some quiet reflection. To end the day, enjoy Glorify's sleep meditations to help you wind down and put your mind and heart at ease. Whether you're a committed Christian or simply curious about faith, Glorify has something for you. Join over 20 million people who have downloaded the Glorify app and deepened their relationship with God. Listeners to the show can get full access to Glorify for just $29.99 for the entire year. That's Glorify's lowest price ever when you download the Glorify app now at glorify-app.com/redcircle. Feel closer to God this year with Glorify. Get full access all year for just $29.99 at glorify-app.com/redcircle. That's glorify-app.com/redcircle.
Trust in His plan for you and have faith that He will lead you to where you're meant to be. Sometimes, we may feel unworthy of God's love or think that our mistakes have defined us. But the truth is, God's love is unconditional, and He sees the potential in each one of us. He is always ready to forgive and offer a fresh start. When we allow God to be the author of our story, we can rest assured that it will be a story of redemption, love, and grace. His plans for us are far greater than we could ever imagine. So don't be afraid to surrender control and let Him take the lead. As you embark on this journey with God, remember that He is always with you, guiding you every step of the way. Even in the darkest moments, His light shines through, offering hope and comfort. Trust in His promises and believe that He will never leave you nor forsake you. God's timing is perfect, even when it may not make sense to us. He knows what is best for us and will work all things together for our good. So be patient and continue to have faith, knowing that God is at work in your life, changing your story for the better. When we align our hearts with God's will, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. He can take our weaknesses and turn them into strengths, our failures into lessons learned. With God on our side, we can face any challenge with courage and confidence. So if you're feeling lost or defeated, remember that God is right there with you, ready to lift you up and carry you through. He is the source of our strength and the anchor in our storms. Trust in Him and watch as He transforms your story into one of triumph and victory. Don't underestimate the power of God to change your circumstances and bring blessings into your life. His love knows no bounds, and His grace is always available to those who seek Him. So take a leap of faith and allow God to rewrite your story with His infinite love and mercy. In the hands of God, anything is possible, so don't limit yourself or doubt His abilities. He can part seas, move mountains, and make a way where there seems to be no way. Allow Him to work in your life, and watch as He turns your story into a testimony of His goodness and faithfulness. When we invite God to be the center of our lives, we experience a peace that surpasses all understanding. His presence brings comfort, clarity, and direction. He can take our brokenness and transform it into something whole and beautiful. Trust in Him and watch as He weaves His love into every chapter of your story. God's love is unfailing, unchanging, and everlasting. It's a love that can heal, restore, and renew. So don't hesitate to reach out to Him and let Him work miracles in your life. Embrace His love and let it wash over you, filling you with hope and purpose. Filling you with hope and purpose. Remember, God's love for you is not based on what you do or don't do. It's based on who He is, a loving and compassionate Father who wants the best for His children. So let go of any guilt or shame and allow His love to transform your heart and mind. God's plan for your life is bigger than you could ever imagine. He sees the potential in you, even when you can't see it yourself. Trust in His wisdom and guidance and allow Him to lead you to a future filled with hope, joy, and fulfillment. As you take this journey with God, be open to His leading and guidance. He may take you down unexpected paths, but trust that His ways are higher than our ways. Keep your eyes fixed on Him and let Him write a story of grace, mercy, and redemption in your life. When God changes your story, it's not just for your benefit. It's also for the glory of His name. Your transformed life becomes a testimony of His power, love, and faithfulness. So embrace this new chapter with gratitude and humility, knowing that God is at work in every detail. In the midst of life's uncertainties, one thing remains constant: God's love for you. It's a solid rock on which you can stand firm, no matter what storms may come your way. Trust in His unfailing love and let it be the anchor that keeps you grounded through all of life's ups and downs. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, weary, or discouraged, remember that God is there for you. He is your refuge, your strength, and your comforter. Lean on Him in times of trouble and watch as He turns your story of despair into a story of hope and renewal. God's love has the power to transform, heal, and restore. When you allow Him to work in your life, amazing things can happen. So don't be afraid to let God change your story. Embrace His love, trust in His plan, and watch as He turns your life into a masterpiece of His grace and mercy. Surrender is a powerful word. It's a word that can evoke feelings of fear, of uncertainty, and of vulnerability. But it's also a word that holds the key to our transformation. When we surrender our stories to God, we're not just giving up control. We're giving up our right to dictate the course of our lives. We're giving up our right to be in charge, and we're giving up our right to be in control. And in doing so, we're opening ourselves up to the possibility of a life that is truly lived for God. Surrender is not a one-time event. It's a process. It's a process of letting go, of releasing our grip on the things that once held us back. It's a process of trusting God, of trusting His plan, and of trusting His plan, and of trusting His timing. And it's a process that requires patience, perseverance, and faith. But the reward is worth it. The reward is a life that is truly lived for God, a life that is marked by peace, by purpose, and by direction. Forgiveness is another powerful word. It's a word that can evoke feelings of anger, of resentment, and of bitterness. But it's also a word that holds the key to our healing. When we forgive those who have hurt us, we're not just forgiving them, we're forgiving ourselves. We're releasing the weight of our own anger and resentment, and we're opening ourselves up to the possibility of healing and restoration. Forgiveness is not always easy. It's a process that requires effort. It requires sacrifice, and it requires a willingness to let go of the past. But the reward is worth it. The reward is a life that is truly free, a life that is marked by peace, by joy, and by freedom from the weight of our own pain. Hope is a powerful word. It's a word that can evoke feelings of optimism, of encouragement, and of promise. But it's also a word that holds the key to our transformation. When we have hope, we have a sense of direction, a sense of purpose, and a sense of direction. We know that no matter what challenges we face, we can overcome them. We know that no matter what struggles we encounter, we can persevere. And we know that no matter what darkness we face, we can find the light. Hope is not just a feeling. It's a choice. It's a choice to believe in God, to believe in His plan, and to believe in His timing. And it's a choice that requires faith. It requires trust, and it requires a willingness to let go of our own fears and doubts. But the reward is worth it. The reward is a life that is truly lived for God, a life that is marked by peace, by purpose, and by direction. God will change your story. He will transform your life in ways you never thought possible. He will take the broken pieces of your life and weave them into a beautiful tapestry of hope and redemption. And He will give you a new chapter in your life, a chapter that is marked by peace, by purpose, and by direction. As you embark on this journey of transformation with God, you will begin to see the world through new eyes. The colors will seem brighter, the air will feel fresher, and the burdens that once weighed you down will start to lift. You will find yourself walking with a newfound sense of purpose, a renewed passion for life, and a deep-seated joy that comes from knowing that you are not alone. With each step you take, you will feel God's presence guiding you, comforting you, and empowering you to face whatever challenges come your way. You will start to notice the small miracles that happen every day, the moments of grace that remind you that God is always by your side, working behind the scenes to bring about His perfect plan for your life. As you continue on this journey, you will encounter obstacles and setbacks. There will be moments of doubt, moments of fear, and moments of uncertainty. But in those moments, remember that God is with you, that He is for you, and that He will never leave you nor forsake you. Trust in His promises, lean on His strength, and hold fast to the hope that He has planted in your heart. One of the most powerful aspects of this journey is the transformation that takes place within you. You will start to see yourself in a new light, as God sees you as a beloved child, as a cherished creation, and as a vessel of His love and grace. You will begin to let go of the labels that society has placed on you, the expectations that others have set for you, and the limitations that you have placed on yourself. Through God's transformative power, you will start to embrace your true identity, your true purpose, and your true worth. You will discover talents and gifts within you that you never knew existed, passions and dreams that have been buried deep within your soul, and a calling that is uniquely yours. And as you step into this new identity, you will radiate a light that draws others to you, that inspires them to seek God for themselves, and that ignites a fire of transformation in their own lives. This journey of transformation is not just about changing your circumstances, it's about changing your heart. It's about letting go of the past, embracing the present, and stepping boldly into the future that God has planned for you. It's about surrendering your will to His, trusting in His goodness, and believing in His faithfulness. And it's about allowing His love to wash over you, to heal you, and to transform you from the inside out. As you walk this path of transformation, you will find that God's love is a well that never runs dry, a fountain that never ceases to flow, and a river that never stops moving. You will experience moments of deep intimacy with Him, moments of profound peace, and moments of overwhelming joy. And you will come to understand that His love is the foundation on which your transformation is built, the source from which all blessings flow, and the power that sustains you through every trial and tribulation. As you continue to grow and evolve on this journey, you will start to see the fruits of your transformation manifesting in tangible ways. You will notice changes in your relationships, in your attitudes, and in your outlook on life. You will find yourself responding to challenges with grace and wisdom, facing adversity with courage and resilience, and embracing opportunities with enthusiasm and confidence. Through it all, you will come to realize that God's transformation is not just a one-time event, it's a lifelong process. It's a journey of growth, of learning, and of becoming more like Christ every day. It's a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to let go of the old in order to embrace the new. And it's a journey that promises a future filled with hope, with purpose, and with the abundant blessings that come from walking in obedience to God's will. So as you continue on this journey of transformation, remember that God is with you every step of the way. He is guiding you, shaping you, and molding you into the person He created you to be. He is writing a new story for your life, a story of redemption, of restoration, and of renewal. And He is inviting you to join Him in this grand adventure of faith, of love, and of transformation. Thank you for watching this inspirational video. May God bless you and change your story instantly. Amen.